Okay, in our last video, we pretty much finished up the design of our template. You can see that we've got a lot of things styled and in place that are global. So you'll always have the same footer on every page, navigation, and header. The only thing that will change from page to page will be the content. That's the whole purpose of the template. And the nice thing is, once we've applied this template to all of our internal web pages, we can come back to our template, which we'll do later, and we can make the changes on just this file, and then Dreamweaver will automatically update all our pages, which is really nice. Otherwise, you'd have to manually do it on every one of those pages. And that can get tricky, it gets kind of slow, and you can make mistakes. So by doing the template route, we really can save ourselves time and frustration. Alright, and notice that we haven't created any links yet. Normally these would be links to pages, but we really can't create links yet because we don't have pages. So let's go ahead and create the pages from our template. Alright, so this is really pretty simple. We don't even need the template file open anymore. So let's go ahead and close that. And I'm going to close that welcome thing as well. So to create a new page, let's do our home page first. Let's go to File, New. Now this time, instead of clicking any of these and under New Document, we're going to choose this submenu called Site Templates. Now we have you'll have all of the websites that you manage, and here's No Fun Website, and I'll choose Template, and I'll hit Create. Make sure that checkbox for update changes stays checked. You don't want to uncheck that. So this is our new page. It isn't rendering quite yet, but it will here soon. My computer's been dragging a little bit. It might be time to get a new computer, or maybe I need to run some software improvement stuff. But the code is there. It just isn't showing up in live view yet. So let's look at the code. Now my particular code color theme shows that everything that's controlled by the template is in this orange. You see that? Now yours might be a different color. The way to control your code view is you can come here to Dreamweaver Preferences, and there is a code coloring choice that you can do, and I chose the Raven theme. Alright, so if you go into your preferences and change this to Raven, you'll see the same color code formats that I have. Alright, so that's why mine looks like this. Yours might be a little different. But what's nice about this is everything is now locked down. But this file hasn't been saved yet. This one needs to be my home page. So here I am in live view, and it isn't pulling anything in yet because, well, it seems like it's still making some mistakes. So let's go ahead and save this. We're going to come up here to go File, Save As. Make sure that you're in the No Fun Website folder, and this one is going to be called index.html. The file name index is really important because most browsers look for a file called index before it looks for anything else. Alright, so generally speaking, your home page on any website will be named index.html or .something else if you're using a different programming language. You could also use default, but you're seeing fewer and fewer people use default. Most of the time it's going to be index. So we'll call it index.html, and we'll save it in the same place. Don't save it in any one of these three folders. Save it right next to these folders. Alright? And all you do is hit save, and now the live view works because it's keeping track of the style sheet. Go back to our code. You can see everything is orange is locked down, but everything in white I can actually change. So one thing I can change is the title, which notice the title is in the head tags. It's not something I see on the page, but it's the name of my page. So let's just go No Fun Website. check us out. I don't know, I'm just making something up for a title. And then I can change this content right here. So for now, I'm just going to call this is the home page. And I'll hit save again. Now when I come to live view, this is my home page. Let's close that. We're next going to create an about page. So we're going to do this one more time. New, coming from the No Fun website template, hit create. Same code. This time I'll do file save as. Now there's my other index page, but I'm going to want to call this one about. Okay, so this is going to be my about.html page. So I gave it the name about. Now you could also create a folder and call it about and put an index file in that about folder. That's a little bit more complex navigation. You get introduced to that in Web 1. But right now, since we're just going to have a 3 or 4 page website, we're going to keep this all on the same level, and we'll just name the file about.html. Now notice lowercase, no spaces, and if I did have, like if this was about us, then I would have a hyphen between the words. I'll just keep this simple and call it about, and we'll hit save. Now I can change things again. We can name about no fun website. And you can put whatever you want here. Let's see, meet the creator. I don't know. I just made something up there. And then here, I had that placeholder content. I'll just change this is the about page. And we'll just put that for now. And we'll hit save. Alright, so that's our about page. Let's go ahead and keep creating pages. I'm going to create new. And I think we said we needed a contact page, so we'll create a contact page. Once this loads up, we'll do file save as. This will be contact.html. And then I can change the contact here, so this is the contact page. And I can change the title. Contact the creator of No Fun website. Now these titles should always be original, and maybe it doesn't matter to you, but if anybody Googled your website, Google, the search engine, uses this title to display that blue bar. So if you were doing a search on Google, and come on Google, let's go. When you get to Google or Bing or Yahoo, any of these search engines, and let's just say we look for a webcomic. These titles that you see in blue are pulled from the website's title for that page. So every page should have a unique title that does a good job at naming what that page is about. We're not going to get a whole lot into search engine optimization, but it can be very important to optimize your websites so that they perform well on search engines, because if you're one of these top listings, there's a good chance that people are going to click on your site and you're going to get traffic. All right. So that's one of the reasons why we have titles. Likewise, if I bookmarked a site, if I went to this Wikipedia page and you have a bookmark, like I can add a bookmark to my bookmark area, and it would use the title for that bookmark. So that might be another reason why you want to write a good title for your web pages. So we've done that, we've edited the main content, and now we can hit save again and close our contact page. We just have one more page to create. and then we'll be done with our pages, and this will be privacy policy for no fun website. And on this one I'll go, this is the privacy policy page, and then we'll go file, save as, and same thing, but this one will be 2 words, privacy-policy.html. And there you go, we can close that file. There's one more thing I want to show you. So as soon as my computer stops sleeping, it's taking its time. But again, when I save that file, I just want to remind you to always use a descriptive file name. Always use lowercase and hyphens between the words. Don't put any spaces. Don't put any strange characters, because that can cause problems with the website. Alright, so if I come back to Dreamweaver in my files window, now you should be able to see all of my files right here in Dreamweaver. And what's nice about this is within Dreamweaver, because if I wanted to edit any one of these pages, I could just double click on it. Alright, so here are all the files we've had. Let's go through them again. We originally created a template file, and that's in the templates folder, and there's this little arrow key. If I click on that, I can see the file inside that folder. We had added a CSS file, and there is the CSS file inside the CSS folder. Is it possible to have more than one style sheet? Yes, there is. We'll only use one, but some websites use quite a few. And then we had our media file. That's where we had put our logo. We will have another image or 2 that we'll be putting it in there. We like to put all of our media files into one folder just to make it easy. Otherwise it starts intermixing with our HTML pages, and it's hard to see, it's hard to pick things out. Right now everything is alphabetized. If you wanted to change the order in Dreamweaver, I could have my folders at the top and HTML pages below by just changing the type, or I can inverse that. So you got different ways you can arrange the order of how things are ordered in your page. The index is always your home page, so don't call it home, call it index. Because if you have something.com, then the web browser knows to look for an index file. Technically it should be something.com/index.html, but the browsers know to look for an index, so you actually can leave that off when people hand type in the website into the internet browser software. Okay? But that is your home page, so always call that index.html, and that will work, and then these can be named descriptive to the type of page that they are. Alright, so we've got some pages built. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come back to our template file, and in our navigation create links to all of our pages. Alright, so that'll be the next video.